While speaking with Times magazine, United States President-elect Donald Trump questioned whether vaccines cause autism. Beg your pardon, Time magazine. He said that 3 decades ago, he had heard of numbers like 1 in 200,000 being diagnosed with autism, but that now he's hearing about numbers of 1 in 100 children being diagnosed. Trump has also promised that he and Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who's set to run the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, will have a big discussion about childhood vaccines. Significantly, RFK Jr. has previously been skeptical of COVID-19 vaccinations as well, criticizing the expedited approval process during the pandemic. He also questioned the effectiveness of these vaccines in preventing COVID's transmission. Trump did not explicitly say in the interview that vaccines cause autism, but when he was questioned about the issue, Trump said his administration will complete very serious testing, after which they will know for sure what's good and what's not. All right, we'll try taking that point across to Times Network consultant Shinjoy Chowdhury. All right, I'm given to understand he's joining us over the phone line. Shinjoy, good morning. What do we make of that particular statement? More importantly, would there be larger implications on this when, of course, he comes into power in just a couple of weeks?
Well, first of all, it's only to be expected from Trump because his equivalent of Minister of Health, the Health Secretary, Robert Kennedy, that is, his uncle was John F. Kennedy, the president. Robert Kennedy has very unorthodox views on health, including vaccines, including all these issues that relate to autism and all that. So as a result, you are likely to get a lot of things that will be not really according to what many people would assume, many medical experts would expect. Some of these are fairly unorthodox. Some of these views are not entirely accepted by standard medical practitioners. Now, we will have to see what happens when actually becomes president. It's one thing to say things before you become president. It's another thing to do things when you are president. But if there are unorthodox views, unusual views on medicine that will come from Trump, it will be because, number one, Bobby Kennedy is his health secretary, who himself has unorthodox views. And secondly, Trump himself is prone to do a lot of unorthodox things. So the important thing now is not to see what happens, what he says. It's important to see what he does when he does become president.
Right, Chandra. Thank you for joining us in the broadcast and drawing a quick perspective of that. But for now, we leave it at that. But straight away